In the last video, we were discussing few improvements that can be brought in the architecture of encoder and decoder to improve its performance. Another architectural change that was brought in was introducing the attention mechanism. Basically, attention mechanism is a technique that allows our decoders to focus on the most important parts of our encoder while making predictions. It assigns different weights to different sections, hence helping the model prioritize the relevant information instead of treating all the sections equally. Okay. This helps us prioritize. This is the key thing that we should remember. Let me draw the architecture again. Let's say these are our encoder blocks, these are our decoder blocks. We gave A, B, C, D as inputs at different time steps. The cell state and hidden state was, let's say, C1 and H1, C2 and H2, C3 and H3, finally C4 and H4 carry the overall semantic meaning of ABCD, right? So when we talk about the output vector, the hidden state is termed as the output vector of every LSTM block. Okay. So for every time step, the hidden state that the LSTM block produces is its output vector. Okay. So this vector is passed here along with SOS, start of sentence token. It produces some output. It goes into the decoder block again. These are also updated hidden states of the decoder blocks. Let they be represented by S1, S2, S3. Okay. We are only talking about the hidden state. Okay. The cell state is also getting updated at every time step. Okay. Now what we are doing here is we are giving, in the case of decoder, we are giving the hidden state of the decoder block that was produced at the previous time step along with the input, along with the output of the previous decoder block as our inputs. Okay. So S1 and Y1 are the inputs that we are giving into our decoder block at time step 2. Here Y2 will be produced. Now Y2 and S2 will go as input into the decoder block at time step 3. What we are doing is we are giving another vector. Let that be Ci in this case. Okay. Let that be C2 for time step 2. Let that be C2. For 3, that be C3. For time step 1, let that be C1, C4. So every time step along with yi minus 1 and yt minus 1 and ht minus 1, we are also giving ct. Ct is the attention input. Okay, the attention input looks something like this. Basically is the weighted sum of all the hidden states of our encoder blocks. H1, H2, H3, H4 come from our encoder blocks. Basically, it assigns weights to all of these hidden states. The one with the higher weights have more dominance on the attention input, and thus they are passed into the model at that time step. Okay, let's say we were translating a sentence, my country is India. So that will be translated into मेरा देश भारत है in Hindi. Okay, we are performing a simple language translation task from English to Hindi. So we first gave this as our input. Okay, we are not reversing the sentence here. We are simply giving this as our input. So my country is India. At every time step, we gave these as our input. So we hope to get Mera, the vector representation of Mera after the first time step. So for calculating the vectors of Mera after time step 1, it would be nice if we are able to focus on this hidden vector h1. Okay, because h1 was produced, see, my gets translated to Mera. Okay, so Mera को लिखने में the biggest contribution would be from my. Okay, other words are also important, but this is the direct translation we can see over here. Okay, so Mera in Hindi is more dependent on my compared to country is and India. So it would be pretty nice if we are somehow able to get this input h1, because h1 would be having the semantic meaning of my in a much stronger way. Okay, like the major contribution would be of this word. So what our attention input would do is it would increase the value. Let's say we are writing c1 as this. So after training, what our attention input would be, the value of alpha 1 would be really high. It would be like close to 1, and alpha 2, alpha 3, these would be closer to 0. Okay, so this would help the decoder block put light on which section of the encoder block is important for translating the word.